Back here, 28 laps to go. We have been given the 1 to go signal. Let's see if we can quickly get a word from Mike Stefanik. Mike Stefanik, Jack Arute, what have you got for the end of this race, pal?
I kind of used up what I had trying to catch the 6 before the 52 and the 36 got to me, tried to get a lap lead, but kind of used my stuff up. We're free off. I ain't got nothing.
That pretty much tells you everything you need to know. But I'll tell you guys who does have something right now, and that is Doug Coby. But does he have enough with Teddy Christopher, Jimmy Spencer starting on the outside?
This is interesting. Steve and I was talking about this restart. When you realize that, go ahead, yeah.
Getting ready. So they wave this one off, Jimmy, and that gives us an opportunity to maybe try and get a word in with Bobby Santos as well. Bobby Santos, Jack Arute, you're kind of sitting pretty right now. What have you got?
I'm just trying to race here.
You know, when you feel the pressure, guys, you keep it short and you keep it sweet, don't you?
Well, he's focused on it. It's a very important restart with less than 20 laps to go. And getting back to this restart, we see Coby and we see the 36 of Teddy. I'm surprised that Coby started on the inside. He didn't want to give Teddy that inside because we all know Teddy does a slide jump on them restarts. So Kobe's played part in this before. This is very interesting.
But you like the 4 shot.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, the 4 I think is in the catbird, Steve, because I mean, depending what the 52 and the 36 do on this restart, I think the 4 might lay back and just make sure they get through this okay. And if not, he'll be following the 6 through to the front.
We're about to find out. 16 laps to go in this one. 150 laps, the advertised distance on the gas coming up through the gearbox comes Doug Coby. Does he have enough to take Christopher into turn number 1? Coby goes up on the high side. Green stays out. Here comes Silk on the inside, and the TS Hauler's going to sit.
We heard Mike say he had nothing left, so he's just sort of hanging on to get the best finish he can. But boy, old Coby, boy, his car exits turn 4 really strong. Teddy back to the inside.
Trying the inside, runs down the hill, down the backstretch, and let's give a call in the 6th position. Ryan Preece, who started way, way back in this field. In fact, he took the green in 28th spot, has worked his way up as Stefanik, talking about using up his car. He got sideways there, guys, coming out of turn number 4.
He said he was loose, and they proved it right there that when he got a little loose off of 4, and he paid a price for it there.
Gary McDonald spins, but does not bring out the caution, tries to refire the car here on the front straightaway, and it does bring out the caution. Caution is out. It will certainly be a quick one, though.
Well, I think Teddy Christopher is sitting there licking his chops right now again, having a second shot at this again, and it'll be interesting to see. I think Coby will pick the inside again, so we'll just have to see what happens here on the restart.
We're getting ready to go back to green. Bobby Santos, guys, has developed a problem during this caution. The car is not shifting the way he would like. He's on the inside on this restart. We're going to have to watch him very carefully. He's got to finish 7th or better, or this championship could be up and be a tussle. Right now, it is Christopher and Coby that'll bring the field down, and Silky still in that 3rd spot, and Ryan Preece in the 4th position. Does have problems on that restart. You can see Santos could not come up through the gearbox as quickly as Ryan Preece. Darting and diving to the inside. It is TC, Ted Christopher. But look at Doug Coby. He just shoots down into turn number 3.
And his best part of his racetrack is right there coming off of 4. So Teddy's going to make a move. He's got to make it 1 and 2. But old Santos, that was a big restart for him because if he has a shifter problem, 24 cars on the lead lap right now, he would lose the championship. Right now, he got it in high gear, and he's rolling along in 6th position.
6th position. He's got to finish 7th or better. Eric Beers trails him. Ryan Preece, the blue bowler, number 3, is directly in front of him as we run down the laps. And let's see if what Ted Christopher might have for Doug Coby of Milford, Connecticut. And McDonald spins again, and it's precisely the same place. And no caution this time. They tell him to refire the car. He does. He pulls out directly in front of the field. We are still green here.
Narrowing down with less than 6 laps to go. This is very intense moment for Bobby Santos. Remember, you raced for the championship because you knew it wasn't over till that checkered waved.
And the car made so many noises on those last 5 laps.
Vibrations.
You never heard of them before. Vibrations, tires, transmissions.
Everything was shaking.
So I'm sure that's part of what he's going to.
They say when you go to Vegas, you're not supposed to count cars. Well, when you run in a modified tour, you don't want to count laps. But that's exactly what Bobby Santos is doing right now. Ryan Preece has turned the heat up, and he has moved into the 4th position, getting by Ronnie Silk, who was one of our early leaders. And Doug Coby, this is a one-off ride for this kid from Milford, Connecticut, and he is doing Wayne Darling proud. Will Doug Coby or Ted Christopher win this one? Or will we see, like in the Whelen Southern Modified Tour, in the last couple of races, there you go.
It looked like he let him go.
But look at,
Looks like something happened to him off of 2.
Here comes Coby on the inside.
Looks like something happened to Coby's car.
That'd be interesting to see if he let him go to get those 5 bonus points or something, because he just stopped, it seemed like, and let that 36 go by.
When you have got a potential ride at your disposal, you don't let anybody go.
Yeah, you would think, look at this. He's having a battery issue.
He's having something, you're right, Steve, he's having electrical, he's having something wrong because he's slowing down in about the center of the corner, right where the power really needs to be full. So Coby, who has a shot at winning this race, slips all the way back to 3rd now with some kind of mechanical issue.
Ted Christopher coming down to take the white flag. No one has ever done it, guys. In 2008, in 2009, he went to victory lane in the Sunoco Modified World Series for Speedway Racing. Will he make it at 3-peat? At back to back to back. Ryan Preece tries to apply the heat. Rim riding, though, out of turn number 4. It will be Christopher with the victory. Preece will finish 2nd. Coby holds on to 3rd. Stefanik in the 4th spot. Silk in 5th. Bobby Santos holds on and finishes in the 6th position.
Looks to me like Bobby Santos will be your champion, but Teddy Christopher, what accomplishment. 3 in a row. But Preece, I'm impressed with Preece to come back and get 2nd. I've been impressed with this kid all year long, had no luck.
Remember, 1 year ago, Preece burst onto the scene, and he came very close to winning the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour title. But this youngster has got a bright future ahead of him. God only knows. Maybe someday he'll drive for Junior Johnson like you did, or maybe he'll follow in your footsteps down there in the Sprint Cup Tour, Steve.
Well, I think guys like Jimmy Spencer here is the guy that carved the way for guys like myself to get the opportunity to drive for guys like Dale Earnhardt and Junior Johnson. So, I mean, I think you'll see the next superstar hopefully come from the Northeast.
So Teddy Christopher will go to a familiar place. He won in the SK Modifieds 9 times this year, and now he has scored back-to-back-to-back wins. And Bobby Santos has won the championship. We'll talk with them next, right here on Versus Sunoco World Series Championship. Let's check in with Kelly Stavitz. Kelly?
Well, Ted Christopher wins the World Series for the 3rd year in a row and picks up his 4th victory on the season. And he did it in the 11th hour. Ted, nothing like pulling off that victory there with just a handful of laps to go. You've won so many times here. It's your 3rd time winning this particular event, but what does this one mean to you?
It meant a lot because, I think I put on a pretty good show for the fans here, and I drove it from lap 1 to the end as hard as I could drive it. So we just made a little bit of mistake there, as far as getting a little too loose, and, the 52 was better, but then on the restarts, he got real loose, and I don't know if he had something going on with his motor or something, but here we are again.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, the chase for the NASCAR Whelen Modified points title, Bobby Santos is victorious over Mike Stefanik.
Yeah, what a close battle here. And, Teddy Christopher had some problems there at New Hampshire. Ronnie Silk, once again, I'm going to tell you what, we had a great battle all the way down to the last restart.
So it's time to coronate the new champion in the Whelen Modified Tour for NASCAR. Here's Kelly yet again.
Bobby Santos, in just his first full season here in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, is your champion. He led the points after all but 1 race this season, and now you lead him when it counts. When you hear that, NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champion, how do you feel?
It feels great. I don't think it's soaking yet. I'm just kind of disappointed in the race tonight, but these guys did an awesome job. We fought hard, and that just shows how awesome this team is today.
Yeah, we know you wanted to go out with a win. It didn't quite work out. There were some moments there where you had some issues. What were you thinking there as you're sitting in kind of a vulnerable position?
It just felt like it wasn't in my hands, which is that was the last thing I thought this weekend. I felt like it was in my hands, and just when we were so tight there, it felt like it wasn't in our hands. But just gonna thank Bob Mueller, Bob Carverino, this whole team. They're awesome.
They've had 3 wins in 4 years now. This team, what is it like driving for Bob?
It's awesome. It's just a lot of fun. I guess it's just meant to be. We got 4 wins and 4 poles, so I guess we just wasn't meant to win today. But I'm just happy we got the championship.
Well, congratulations. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
4 wins, 4 poles, 4 car number 4. Congratulations to Bob Garbarino, the car owner.